I will. So here's what we do with Qvest. We are all about helping large companies secure strategic alignment. So strategic alignment is when strategy and execution are in sync. Our conviction is that the lack of strategic alignment is actually the most expensive and the most serious problems organizations face today. It's the biggest risk you face as a leader, because if your organization is not aligned, you really cannot deliver. So any leader knows how hard it is to get everyone on the same page working towards the same goal. And with COVID, this problem is intensified because you just can't gather people physically. Normally, when we are working on strategic alignment, we bring people together and use tools like town halls, interviews, workshops, and so on, and also surveys. The problem is that those solutions are really labor intensive and they don't scale. So, and of course, COVID makes it even harder to do all of that stuff. We have then designed Qvest as a digital tool to deliver strategic alignment. What you see here is actually what you get out of Qvest. So it's possible for you to collect data from a large population of employees. You get advanced analytics and automatic reporting that happens in the platform in PDF or PowerPoint. You can involve your employees and engage in conversations that also capture their individual perspectives. And then you map the behavioral data in a network graph. And as a leader, when you set up a Qvest, it's also the communication of a strategic direction. Ultimately, using the tool builds a curious and proactive culture in your organization. So I know that that's a lot. I've sort of promised you a rose garden, but let us just go to how it actually works. The platform is standalone, and it works by first a leader setting up a frame, a topic that you want to Qvest about. And that could, for example, be our new strategy in food and beverage, but it can be anything. That's the first step. The second step is that the employees who are invited to participate in the Qvest exchange questions and answers one-on-one, horizontal, peer-to-peer for a period of, say, 3 days. It can be, in this example, we have 250 people for 3 days. Then the last and the third step is that the conversational and behavioral data generated through the Qvest is actually then shared and available both in an in-depth dashboard and also as automatic download and reports for communication and so on. When you do this digital process, the outcome that you get is that you have you anchor your strategy in everyday action. So you cross the implementation gap, and you know how your teams interpret the strategy. It's possible for you to measure the progress towards implementation. And lastly, speaking of Agile, it's possible to make data-driven adjustments based on what you learn in the Qvest. We work with large, complex organizations and help them get traction on their most important strategic initiatives. And that was the very brief introduction to Qvest.